shit. Damn, that's crazy. Can you guys hear me now? Let me check out my audio settings. Damn. Yep, always something fucked up going on. So the mic wasn't on, even though on the screen here, like it shows little dots that's picking up sound. It's telling me it was on, but it was not on. My bad. Thanks, Duval. Thanks for letting me know, bro. That's so about what I sat here and did the whole show, no fucking audio. That's hilarious. Facts. You guys missed all the good stuff. I had it on mute so that you'd have to lip read and figure it out later. Who else we got in here? Got Mako Morphs in the building. What up, bro? Facts, Aaron. Facts. What up, Randall? Hashtag better brother in the building. Got the homie Marcel in the building. What up, bro? Thanks for tapping in. Yeah, man. Too much green tea in the morning. I'd be like real philosophical and stuff, and you guys missed it. Anyways, yeah. What was I talking about anyways? I don't even remember. Fuck. But yeah. Still kind of winding down from Tinley a little bit. Tinley was definitely a fun time. What I was saying is shout out to Aaron number 3 for holding it down. I know I've said it quite a few times, but he really did his thing at Tinley. Had all the big hitters at his table. Wasn't just behind his table on his phone or dicking around or anything like that. He was engaging with all the people. So super cool. I know a lot of people got a lot of footage of the snakes that were on his table. Probably a lot of good Instagram reels and YouTube videos out there and stuff like that. So that's what's up. Like I was saying, that's how you get it done. That's how you get invited back to keep doing the show. And speaking of Tinley, let's get right into the coffee close-up. I was talking about this one last week. I managed to get a little picture of it to be able to show you guys. Not the greatest picture because it's a screenshot from a video I did in the wrong format, obviously, horizontally. But this was on Canova's table. It was in his video that he released like the day before Tinley. And this is a Enchi Super Red Stripe, Yellow Belly, Cypress Hurricane Clown. This thing is so cool. You see like the bright orange flaming coming up from the belly. I think without the super red stripe and probably even without the cypress and stuff, like, yellow belly can, depending on what you mix it with, that flaming can turn orange and stuff. Like you usually see that with spot nose and stuff like that, which makes sense with the cypress and stereolelic. Then Enchi is definitely playing a part in there. I think the fact that it's super red stripe, it's just crazy. I asked him if he even expected like anything even close to like that type of a reaction. He just started laughing. He was like, heck no. That it was just mind blowing. I could imagine just cutting the egg and seeing that thing and just being like, whoa. Yeah, it's crazy. In the video he released, you could see a lot better than this picture, obviously. But even his video, even my picture, anything like that, my video I put together, it does no justice whatsoever to seeing it in person. Seeing it in person, like the red on that dorsal stripe, and then I said that bright orange flaming coming up from the belly. Thing is ridiculous. Using that as a base, I'd really like to see like where that can go. Maybe get a second dose of hurricane on there. That'd probably be cool. I don't know. I'm really sure like what else could make it cool. Like I'm trying to think. Like I don't really know. Like seeing a Hayabusa version would probably be cool. Other than that, I don't really know. My creativity is stumped right now because I'm just like blown away by this. It's super crazy. Maybe like a Ultramel version would be cool, or I'm gonna say it, even Sunset version of that might go stupid. So, but yeah, shout out to Justin. Shout out to the whole Canova team because that's ridiculous. So speaking of Tilly still, if you guys haven't checked out my Conspiracies of Tinley Park video on my channel, go check that out after this. Super cool video. I had a lot of fun doing it. Got the big hitters on there. It was fun. I think I stumped every single person that I went to and asked about their favorite conspiracy. But it ended up being a really cool video. And it was a lot of fun. Looking forward to doing it again at the next show. I don't know if it'll be the same thing, like what's your favorite conspiracy or what it will be, but definitely doing some type of content like that because it was fun. It was definitely fun. And there was something else I was going to say about Tinley and I forgot. Oh, one of the conspiracies that was going around is that there was going to be a new show in lieu of Schaumburg. People were saying they were adding a third Tinley show, and during the auction, Potter confirmed that as being true, not just a conspiracy. I guess that could be our green tea report for today, right? Yeah. So yeah, like I was saying, it is confirmed there is a third Tinley show. A lot of you guys probably already know. It's going to be in June. I believe the form to register as being a vendor is already open. It's going to be a good chance for a lot of new vendors to get into Tinley and start doing Tinley without being on that wait list. The wait list is still there for the two existing shows, but this gives you another chance to get your foot in the door. So it'll be cool seeing some of the new people there, seeing how many of the existing people or big name people return for that show. I'm not really sure how everybody's season goes as far as them having like snakes available during that time of the year and stuff like that. So it'll be interesting to see what happens. See what other kind of animals are there. I don't know how true it is, but I've heard that it's gonna be more like a all animals type show, not so much like a reptile or amphibian show. So that would be cool. See what else other people bring. Let's see what's everybody saying in the chat. Do I have the schedule for Tinley? I don't. It's June something. I want to say it's like in the middle of June. It is on the NARBC website right now, though. What up, Tommy? Yeah, I heard that too. That Dallas isn't a thing no more. From what I heard, that when it moved from Arlington to Dallas, that a lot of people didn't like that and put a lot of restrictions on some of the breeders that could vend there, because Dallas has a lot of crazy rules about snakes and reptiles and stuff like that, and species limitations, size limitations, pause, stuff like that. So it really made it difficult as to what you can and can't bring to that show, which obviously probably wasn't great for profits and turnout. Yeah, that snake was crazy orange and rusty. This thing's cool, dude. You gotta see it in person. Got the Mbala checking in. What's up, bro? And Jamie, what up? What up? So, show in Daytona, keeping the show in Daytona would be cool. Yeah, that's not an NARBC show though, right? I don't think it is. Other than NARBC, I think it would be cool to see some other, like, quote unquote big shows in the Midwest. Like if All American Plant and Reptile Expo show did a show here in Chicago, that would be dope. If Bob got some Sears shows popping in other cities and did a Midwest show, Chicago show, that would be dope. Yeah. The Show Me circuit is getting kind of big, and they've got quite a few shows in Illinois. I'm not sure how big they are outside of Midwest, but there's like a lot of Missouri, Illinois. I think they got some Indiana stuff going on now. So that'd be cool to see where they're going and how much they grow. The Ultimate Reptile show, a lot of Illinois or Chicago people know that as the LSIP show. I know that they're really trying to expand and do bigger things with that show, so that'll be cool too. Shout out to Maria. I really think that she has a really good business oriented mind and knows what she's doing, and it's just all about the execution. But she's a very well planned out person. She's not just gonna rush something and do it, even if it takes 10 years to get it right. Then it's gonna take 10 years to get it right, because she'd rather it be right than anything be wrong. So I think that's pretty cool. There was another Tinley conspiracy regarding shows, but I don't really know if I want to spill the beans on that one, because I don't want to mess anything up for anybody, or if anybody will be pissed, anything like that. But there might be some really big changes in the show circuit soon. And if it is, It's gonna be really dope, and I'm really excited for it. But I'm gonna leave it there, leave it at that, because like I said, I don't want to mess anything up for anybody. Not that I would, but just in case. If it does get announced anytime soon, we'll come back to this and I'll be like, see, this is what I was talking about. What else do I got for you guys? I don't really got a whole lot, man. To be honest, this was like a really, really lazy week. I know it's been like that for the past couple weeks. Well, the past couple weeks haven't been lazy for me. It's been super busy. That's why I've been so unprepared. And then this last week I've been lazy because I've been so busy the weeks prior to that. So yeah, even for the show here, I didn't even upload the link to YouTube until like an hour ago or whatever. It literally takes me like, especially for this show, it takes me maybe 2 minutes tops to set everything up and get it ready. I opened up StreamYard last night, entered the studio to do it, and I was just like, bah. I sat here for a couple minutes, then I just went upstairs and went to sleep. So, yeah, that kind of tells you how things are going for me right now. But that's all. It's all changing. Have any of you guys ever got a full panel shed test from Charlie? I dropped off some stuff with him at Tinley, and I am in no rush for the results. I'm just curious what the lead time is on a full panel test. I personally, I figured it would take him at least until now, until he even like got to it and even started on it. You know, because I know he had, I think it was the Dallas show, the NARBC, and then he was at Tinley. You know, I know he's super busy and stuff like that, but shit, Tinley ended Sunday. By Tuesday morning, I had like a result already for the NR Mandarin portion of the test, which did come back negative, which I expected. I didn't, did not think that there was NR Mandarin in my snake. It's not what I was testing for. It's testing for some of the other stuff that's included in the panel. But yeah, I thought that was crazy that there was some result so soon, so quickly. So shout out to Charlie because he got on that. I was explaining to somebody the other day, it might have been Nate, and I wasn't aware that people didn't know this. So yeah, I'm gonna put it out there just to inform everybody in case you guys don't know, and in case you guys send sheds to Charlie or have sent sheds to Charlie and stuff like that. So when you send him a shed and he runs a test on it, especially if it's like a full panel test or something like that, he doesn't get like your envelope and pull your shed out and then test that shed for everything you want to test it on it. That's not the way it works. He collects all the sheds, and for example, today he's gonna run the yellow belly complex. So everybody's shed that he has that they want tested for the yellow belly complex, whether it's just for that, just for one of those things, a full panel, whatever, he'll run that today. So then when you go online and you check your full panel and you see all your results, it'll be all pending. And then yellow belly complex, you'll get a result on there. And then, you know, everything else is still going to be pending until like tomorrow. And he decides to run ultramel on a Wednesday or something. And then, so everything will be pending except for yellow belly ultramel. So like it goes down the line until he runs every single one of those things. It's not he doesn't just pull your shed out and run every morph that you wanted tested right then and there on your specific shed. So if you ever do send in a panel, or you send in something that you want like quite a few genes tested, give it some time, because he has to get through all that. I think he's got 50 something different morphs he could test for right now. So yeah, give it time. Also, right before Tinley, or at Tinley, I think they announced that they're doing sex testing on ball pythons now. And when I paid for the full panel and the results, it shows the testing. Like, I know it's a boy. I already, paired them up and have clutches and things like that. And I know how to sex snakes, but those results are listed in the full panel right now and pending or whatever. So if that's something that you're interested in too, you don't really know how to pop your snakes that well, or whatever, you got some babies that you want shed tested and you don't know how to sex, you could go ahead and send that in, pay for that now, and get that included in there. I think, don't quote me on it, you might want to still check with them, but I think for right now it's included in your panel tests. So go check that out. What else do we got? Everybody go check out the Reptile X-Files coming next month. It's going to be a super fun show. Just going to be getting into like reptile mysteries, conspiracies, whatever you want to call it. Yeah, I think it's just going to be a super fun show. And it's going to be like a Mythbuster type show, I guess, in a way, kind of like, we're going to find out, do your snakes really size you up to eat you? Should your snakes be fed in a separate enclosure? Stuff like that. And it's not just going to be like opinion based. We're, gonna look some things up, get some actual data and information, stuff like that, and prove or disprove a lot of this stuff. So I think it's going to be a cool show. I think it's going to be fun. It's something different, something new, something that nobody else is doing. So if you're looking for something new, come check this out. Other than that, man, I think I'm going to leave it there. Appreciate you guys tapping in. Let me get settled down into my new place and stuff like that. I promise that I'm going to have a lot more stuff planned out for this show and get it more tuned in, get it a lot better. I got a lot of stuff planned out for everything. I just need to decompress and get one of those, like woosah type of minutes, and then I'm back at it. I got y'all. Till then, see you guys next week. Oh, tap in Thursday for Tinfoil Fitted with me and Wiz. Don't know what we're talking about yet. Hit up Wiz and see if he's got something he wants to do. If not, I'm probably gonna find something crazy and something funny for you guys. So anyways, catch you guys Thursday. Peace.